Let's see. It's the wrong view. See if this is working. I didn't see a notification, so we will see if it looks like it's live. Looks like we're good to go. Alright. Let's try this. See if that's working. Go in here and see what the dailies are today. And music seems a little bit loud, so maybe we'll take that down a notch. Alright. We have to head to Undercity. So we'll head there now. See what the dailies are. I don't know why the dog is sniffing in the chair. Maybe he found something. Let's see. Find my way through here quickly. Does the music seem like it's really loud? Seems like it's loud to me. Oh, maybe that's it. It's loud in my ear. Check this. Okay. I'll have to check it when I look at the... I don't think notifications went out. Analia Shola. I hope that means something good. Tomorrow's Friday. Yippee! I can't wait. Got an extra day this weekend. I think I'm going to... see if notifications went out. Let's see if I can easily do that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, the sound seems kind of low. So let's see if the notification went out. Oh, it went out here. So that's good. Let's see if I do this test. If I can... Yeah, I can. Perfect. That'll work. wonder how many people are playing Classic instead of Retail World of Warcraft. Because it seems like people on my list are not playing Retail. They are playing Classic. Which I want to do it, but I want to stream it. I want to stream all of it because I did not get to play vanilla. Wow. Uh-oh. What's the matter, Lemon? What's the matter? Hey, Mrs. Roger Rabbit. How are you? Evie was asking about you yesterday. She was hoping you were okay. I guess she hadn't seen you for a little bit. I hope you had a good day. I hope you had a better day than I did. Mine was kind of blah, trying to get my end of the month stuff done. And now tomorrow I won't have a lot that I can do because I can't enter any of my invoices. So I guess I'll just deal with problems. I had a interesting tirade on Fabulous. My doctor told me his goal is me going to Disney without my chair in 2 years. That would be awesome. Wow. That's wonderful. I bet you're excited. Goodness gracious. That would be a wonderful thing. I had a bit of a tirade on, not a tirade exactly, but I did kind of go off on a tangent talking to Evie about YouTube and the algorithm and how it's affecting people, and I wish they'd come up with a better method. I have to start the steroids again and get a pneumonia vaccination this weekend, but I am so up. Well, that's wonderful. It sounds like that's really good news for you. It's pretty exciting. So what else have you been up to other than getting that wonderful news? Yeah, that algorithm is going to cost the class action lawsuit if they aren't careful. Well, I went through a pretty good explanation on my thoughts on it, but I also did a kind of a comparison between the differences between Twitch and YouTube, and I think there are things that Twitch allows their streamers to do that there has to be a way that YouTube could allow it and make YouTube more streamer friendly, other than and this whole accidentally demonetizing people. Been a rough week, but it's ending with my new chair tomorrow, so it's been a really great week overall. Oh, well, that's good. What are you up to? I don't know what this puppy is. What? What's up? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Huh? Or is there something going on out there? Hmm? Twitch doesn't seem to do the big viewer dump. YouTube does. Not sure what you mean about the viewer dump, but so now granted, Twitch has no, don't like that. The smaller audience than YouTube because YouTube's like, the biggest search engine outside of Google. Um, and so YouTube has the people, but Twitch has things like right now I do have the in-game music playing, and I know that Blizzard doesn't care about that because they like the free advertisement they're getting when you're streaming their game. But um, on Twitch, um, you have a lot more interactive stuff to go on with your chat. So, like, let's say I listened to music on Spotify and um, I had a playlist. I could put that on my Twitch stream. Uh, I could have people at a certain level in my Twitch stream or anybody I wanted to allow to do it. Um, Cue in songs to the stream, and they could listen to whatever songs they wanted to. YouTube doesn't do that because of monetization and the advertisers. The thing that I don't understand is that's all well and good because yes, you can have ads on these what what Twitch calls VODs, which is the the result of your your live stream being recorded and uh but YouTube could let you have those things while that's going on and then give you the option, I would think, to go in there and alter it so that it could be monetized. Otherwise, just have all the lives demonetized when they turn into videos, and then you could do some of the same things that Twitch allows you to do. If you get over 1,500 watching, they'll dump so many people off the server when capacity is high. I need to. I have to get 1,000 subs before I worry about hitting 1,500. Because my goal right now is my 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours just so I can get monetized. Because there's not necessarily because I want the ad revenue or anything, but having the super chat and the you know uh, special emotes that you can do, and there's just different things that become available at that point when you get monetized. And I did not know that YouTube dumped off people at that point, but Twitch obviously doesn't do that because I there are some people that I watch on Twitch, um, and I know right now they're streaming classic WoW, a bunch of them, and there was one guy I looked at. I don't know if it was yesterday before I started streaming or the night before. 69,000 people were watching him. Right now, it only seems to happen with rooms that have over 1,000, so it's not something you have to deal with this week, right? Did I download it yet? Download what? Classic. Classic isn't a download. It's just another part of the drop-down box in um, the Blizzard app. Yeah, I don't have to. You don't have to download it. It should have already been downloading in the background through the Blizzard app. You just have to click the. So if you it gave me the download. Oh, yeah, no, mine. I have mine set. It automatically does all that. It keeps all the games updated that I have installed. So like Diablo and Hearthstone and what's another one? Diablo, Hearthstone, Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm. It keeps all those updated for me. Automatically, it downloads in the background, so I don't have to worry about it. I can't do that. I trust no. Yeah, it's not really about trust. It's about like I mean, once they made it to where you had to have the app to run the game. I just, I mean, I've been I've been using Blizzard products for a really long time. If they started getting hokey with their stuff, I'm afraid it would be the final end of the company. So I don't think I'm too worried about that. I have to trust they have the competence not to have glitches in their coding. I don't. Yeah, but it's not that there's glitches in their coding. It's because they're working on a very old engine. That's what a lot of the problems are. It's still the game is still built on the same original engine, from computers back in the, what, early 2000s. I don't download updates till they make me. Oh, yeah, I download updates. I've had, like I've had graphics card updates that I've had to roll back for about a week. I do not update Windows right away normally. My iPhone, the Apple updates, I don't do those right away either. But what's this fishing like pike? I have all of these already. Let's see, track. Goodness gracious. Yeah, if you wait, then everybody else is having issues. I can play usually. Right. Well, I when I was in the game yesterday, I was in a city. I don't remember if I was in Orgrimmar or what. There was somebody in general chat that was oh no, it wasn't. It was when I was doing the world bosses and people were just saying out, you know, in the writing chat that they hated the fact it was, that the queue times were so long to get into classic on some of the servers and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, uh that was the experience when that was live. So I mean, if you want the classic experience, you're kind of getting it. Don't know what you're complaining about. Problem is because I was reading something about it too, like they didn't want to start out with too many servers, because then you end up, when the hype kind of dies down, um, then they'll end up with the problem that they had with the retail servers, where they had to start combining them and moving people over and free realm transfers and all that stuff, and they don't want to do that on the classic stuff, like, so they kind of ended up having it be a similar experience as to what vanilla was, as far as having long queue times. I mean, I don't know what servers I picked. I don't know if any of the streamers are on them, but they're saying there's upwards of 2 hour queue times for those. But all that stuff's gonna die down. That's why I'm not even. I got on there. I got on a couple of servers. I reserved my names that I wanted when they let you have 3 names you could reserve, and my whole I plan on my whole dealing with classic to just be stream content. Um, I want to stream it. That way, if anything happens, like, it's recorded, everybody can watch it. Um, because all the experiences will be really new, because I didn't start playing till Burning Crusade, so I didn't experience all the, like, killing boars for 500 hours. Build all the way through. From What do you mean by from build through all the way through? I did not. I had the game, but I didn't install it because my daughter. I was pregnant. I was pregnant in 2004, and in 2005, when everybody was live. What is going on with you guys? Um, my daughter uh, when she was born, she would not let me do anything. I couldn't even look at my email. Character build to leveling to rating. Yeah, I didn't do. I didn't actually start rating until Cataclysm. It took me that long to get my bearings in the game. Because I started out on the Alliance because my friend was on the Alliance, but she had a max level tune, and I didn't. And, she didn't know enough to be able to help me level, like, running through dungeons and that kind of stuff. So I was kind of out there on my own, and I was queuing for random dungeons, and I was encountering some really terrible people, trolls, pure in-game trolls. I just didn't know it then. And um, I decided to try the Horde because I thought, well, maybe the people over there will be nicer. And I did. I hooked up with some people that I ended up playing the game with for a really long time before before I went back to the Alliance. And now I kind of got tired with the Alliance and going back to the Horde. Settle down, baby. Sorry I'm late. Just been hunting wascally wabbits with my Spider-Man PJs. Oh, Mr. Shannonite, I'm so glad you could stop by. I think it would be a great resource for beginners. You can show them how to get through all the pitfalls that you trip up. That's true. I actually plan on um at some point the first video I want to do that, like, where I'm trying to create a video in the editor and learning how to use all that stuff. I want to do a true crime video, and I already have um a case that I want to, do the research on, and just kind of try my hand at it. Um, and I have some ideas where I kind of want to go with those videos, but I do want to get enough live stream video um, of World of Warcraft, so that I can do um, videos. There's things that I have looked for videos on, for ideas, tips, and that kind of stuff that I don't find. So I'm hoping that maybe, I can do some of those and it might be useful for people. And doing classics certainly is going to show people, you have to have some patience if you want to, you know. I remember grinding and trying to beat, Super Mario Brothers for a long, long time, and heck, you didn't even have save spots. If you turned the game off, you had to start all over the next day. Mr. Shannon, I am sorry that I really couldn't type to you. Um, and I saw that you were in Team Phoenix's live. I was just listening because, well, I was at work, so that's about all I can do. So I don't know how long I don't know if you made it to the end of theirs or not. Oh, no. Yeah. So I just don't want you to ever feel bad, like, because if I'm not doing a chats or responding to being tagged or anything, it's because I'm at work and I can't. They don't care if we listen to stuff, but if they, oh, I didn't go get the worm. If they see us, my boss is not too bad, but some of them, they'll say something if they think you're looking at your phone too much. So this weekend is going to be my long weekend. Does anybody have any good plans this weekend? My plans include my buddy is supposed to be playing this game with me, and so we're going to do some testing of some other things for the stream that I want to do. hoping we'll be able to get Zoom tested and a few other things. Testing the sound from Discord going through. I really want people to start. I really want people to use Discord because there's a lot of stuff I can put in Discord that people can, go through and read, or it's another way that people can communicate with me pretty easily because I I can see those messages all the time. We're the side team who happens to be friends. You could sell my comic collection and I would forgive you as long as you got a good price. Okay, so we're testing the limits of my brain, I take it. So we'll see. Hmm. And you guys missed it last night. I had a couple of mild trolls show up. That was interesting. I guess it's a good thing because that means they found me from somewhere outside of the circle of people that I've been interacting with. But one decided it was really important to put in the chat that he had a male appendage, and the other one just wanted to advertise his channel. But I did find out that my little Streamlabs bot works just fine for filtering that stuff out. Yeah, I tried to stay awake and watch the first ride on Millennium Falcon at Disney World. I watched for hours, then fell asleep just before they got on the ride. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, were you able to go back and watch the video? Because that's the nice thing about nowadays. Like, everything seems to be recorded. I'm sorry you weren't able to stay up, but let's see. Well, since these dailies are not dailies that I need, after I do these dailies, I'm going to go and do my farm and go do an instance. No, they cut the ride part out. What? What? That's just all kinds of wrong. There is nothing right about that. No way. But, I mean, leave it to Disney to cut out the important part of their trademarked item that you want to see. It's going to be its own video. I'm not happy. Well, once you get to see it, you'll probably be fine, though. I don't know. It'll be neat when all that whatever that new land is opens up and all that stuff's going. That'll be neat. Doctor says I will probably have to use my chair when I go next year, but year after I shouldn't need my chair, so I'll be all good then. Mr. Shannonite, am I far too random for my own good? LOL. You know what, Mr. Shannonite, there is nothing wrong with being random. Sometimes I am in moods where I am very random and my thoughts just. Yesterday I was very. I don't know, last night I was very focused. I got on that um, bit about YouTube versus Twitch and the algorithm on YouTube, and then Evie went to go vacuum her mom's house, and Jennifer Tonks came in, and then we started in on a different discussion. You just never know where it's going to go, I guess, when you're live streaming. My friend suggested that I have subjects for different nights. And I like that idea. I haven't figured out how I want to incorporate that. Which one? They are adding an Avengers Land next, and they are converting the British Pavilion to Mary Poppins, then adding another ride. Plus, Tron is already going up. Yeah, I heard about Tron. Yeah, but that's like oh, my Star Wars buffs that I work with, they were, I don't remember what they called it, whatever land. It's some kind of whole land, like they're calling it, like Never Land, or you know, like the whole area is called something, but I can't remember what they said it was. I told you I'm very bad with names. Unless you have a very standout name like Mrs. Roger Rabbit or Mr. Shannonite. That looks amazing. They are talking about putting one in Disneyland too. It would be a great rebuild of Tomorrowland. Yeah. Oh, Galaxy's Edge. I don't know. My friends are very much Star Wars and Marvel comic buffs, and I don't know a thing about any. I mean, I watched the original Star Wars movies. I haven't really watched hardly any of the new stuff. Not that I don't want to, but my husband's not interested. He has this in his mind that he's going to wait till all the Star Wars movies are out and then he's going to go watch them in the proper order, but that may never happen since Disney bought them. I don't know if you've heard of Dad. No relation to Dad TV. He's the latest YouTube ARG. I managed to get on his Minecraft server. I, what's a YouTube ARG? So I don't play Minecraft. Alternative reality game. Oh, all right. Guess it's like the MMORPG, huh? Um, I did I did see today that PewDiePie hit his 100 million subscribers. That was interesting. He plays Minecraft. I don't know. I've never played Minecraft. I don't know. I never even tried it. I've never watched anybody play it. Alright, let's go and do an instance. Me either my granddaughters play Minecraft or I'd probably not even know what it was. Well, I watched too many or listened to too many gamers to not know what at least the big games are. It's an addiction for me. Yeah, I hear Minecraft, but World of Warcraft's the same way. I really think there's I mean, but Candy Crush and all that stuff is too. I think it's hard to get away from. Let's empty these bags real quick. Oh my goodness, I better not be yawning already. Oh. Sold. Do, do, do. I could put these in the mailbox. Or I could put them in the guild bank, I guess. So, Mrs. Roger Rabbit, is your daughter still around, or did she go back home? Yogg's cast started WoW, then went Minecraft. Now they're firing people left and right center for being pervy. LOL. I've been a WoW player for a long time. Tried Guild Wars, but it was too easy. You know, I used to raid uh, with a couple who started with Guild Wars, and I do like the new Star Wars game though. I've never played it. Honest to goodness, since I don't even know what year Warcraft 2 um, BattleNet Edition came out. I guess I could look that up. Let's see. Um, 1999. No, that's the. No, that's not. I don't think that's the. 1999. Oh, that was the year I got married. Holy cow. Okay, so that came out in 1999. So since then, I really haven't played a lot of other games. I mean, I've played some things on the PlayStation and the Wii and stuff with the kids. Um, but as far as like really getting into game, um, pretty much World of Warcraft, um, Diablo. I played that probably pretty strongly for probably close to a year. I was still playing World of Warcraft though. It wasn't like I wasn't playing World of Warcraft. Uh, I bought Overwatch. I bought it when like you did they had the special where you got all the like extra um I don't even remember what I don't know if they're overlays or whatever they are. Um all the different colors or something. And Hearthstone, I played that. Oh my goodness, that was like my mobile game forever. Uh and Heroes of the Storm, I used to raid with somebody in World of Warcraft that when Heroes of the Storm came out, like fell in love with that game. So um, I would go and play that game with him when he'd ask me to join his team. But I've pretty much sheltered um, my gaming life since I guess 1999. Uh, she went home. We never saw her after we took her shopping. Mom's not happy. Oh, I played the original. I haven't played the new version. I played a lot of GTA before. Okay, so I did play a lot of the original GTA with a friend of mine who was actually in our wedding, but he lives in California now. He actually has been messaging me. Yeah, he messaged me on Facebook Messenger that he was playing GTA, I think last night, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but he's a different kind of gamer. So there's a lot of games that I kind of fiddled with and played with him. Um, uh, where like we were just goofing off, but of course some of that was pre 1999 for sure. And he used to like to break into the code and alter the game. So like he um, he liked to play these computer games where he could like break into the code and then like bring his GTA vehicle into that game. And um, I wasn't really into that, but it was kind of neat to watch him do it. that was pretty interesting. I know I have these somewhere. Maybe in here. So yeah, I like the original GTA. I mean, I didn't play the music because I wasn't really big in the. There was some nastiness in some of the music that was playing in some of the cars when you turned on the radio. Um, I'm sure somebody will eventually. I know that I found there's a website where they revamped the original Warcraft and Warcraft 2. That's another thing. I'm going to do that. I want to do that. I thought about doing it and trying. I thought, no, I'll buy them and then I'll do it on a stream because I think people like to watch um, you doing new things. I don't know. I kind of watch people when they're doing new things or when they're like seeing like in World of Warcraft when you see the video like you get to a certain point in the game in a new expansion or whatever in a new raid and all of a sudden you see this um, video pop up and it's like this new thing you haven't seen before and it's like wow. I love to watch the people just starting a game. Yeah, which is why I don't want to do any classic gameplay without it. I really want to stream it. At the very least, I'll record it, but I can't imagine doing it without streaming it for a while. And then I want to do the Warcraft 1 and 2. Um, they revamped them so that, of course, they'll work on computers that are at the level that ours are now. Um, but yeah, I think those would be kind of fun things to. I mean, the World Warcraft 1 and 2, those would be really good uh, games for streaming and interacting with your audience because you have to sit there and you have to make a farm and then you have to make your little peon. You have to send your little peon to go chop trees and you got to wait for you to get enough trees and then you know you might make another peon and send them to the gold mine. I mean, so you have all that time for where you don't have to sit there and look at the game the whole time and be all intense in it. You can interact with your audience. Let me know when you jump on classic. I'll come start it with you. Yeah, you'll see me put it in the live stream thing. So um, next weekend is my son's like this weekend. I'm planning on testing some more things with the stream, like I said, in Zoom and stuff, and my buddy and I will probably do some tests with us playing. Um, and if you wanted to come in and join us, you'd be more than welcome to. If you're around when we're on, and so I want to get all that stuff done. And next weekend, my son, we're having his going away party. So I'm planning on. I have Streamlabs set up on my phone now. I want to see if I can make that work. So I'm going to do a test stream from his party. I think I'll pull out the old Eddings names I used to use. Yeah, if you want your names though, you need to go on there. You need to like I literally went on there only long enough to create 3 characters so I could reserve my names. Um, but I plan on testing my streaming from my phone. I just love being here. Gives me a break from being jokey for a change, but back to normal on the next Lisa Casbat live stream. Yeah, yeah. Actually, because I don't really want to feel pressured to go all full out on my channel until my son is gone. Um, I actually, I know Lisa wants to be like one of the first ones on my panel on my live when I do that, and so I'm gonna talk with her, and I'm gonna see if maybe Casbat's interested in uh what? I don't know what's going on, and I wish I spoke dog. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Um, so I'm hoping I'm trying to get a couple of my friends. Maybe they'll come on too, and we'll have some different kind of conversations going. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for the channel, and I'm only going to be able to do it gradually, and I think I'll do that right quick. I want my Polera back. I miss the name. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can pull it up. I don't know what it's going to do to my stream if I pull up another window, but another game window. I'm not sure what it'll do. Uh but I guess we'll find out, and I'll tell you what servers I put characters on. No, I don't want to change my settings. You're a mother, you're worried about your son, and you care. I'm happy to be here and be settled for a change. I guess you're going to hear that. So I have, let me get the sound taken care of first. Holy cow, that's loud. Let's turn that down. Okay. Pagel was one of them, like Nat Pagel. I'm going to have to open it back up now. And I don't remember what the other one is. So if you pick one of the ones I'm on, Pagel and Mank, Mankrik, Mankrik, Mankrik. I don't know who that's supposed to be. They both say full now, so I don't know, but holy cow. I wasn't dare gonna do PvP. Wow. There's no like low pops. The lowest one is medium. Man, they are pushing it hard, aren't they? Yeah, yeah, and from what I understand, they're only allowing 2,500 people per server. I'm not sure why they're doing that. I I can't imagine they're not going to have a steady million people playing Classic. All those people that were playing um, private servers, they're going to shut down all those private servers now. They're going to probably stay on top of that and shut them all down like they did. What was that? Nostalgerous or whatever it was. Um, I am quite sure that they're going to stay on top of that now since they have their own offering, and they won't have to feel like they're going to alienate that group of players. Another update. Oh, yeah. Well, if you can get on one of those two servers, if you can't, send me a BattleNet um, message and tell me what server you got on. I'll make a character on that server. Gonna be a lot of wine chill. I know that's the thing, right? All these. Well, I don't know, but they were doing these grinds on the private servers, but I think those were more adults. I don't think they were the kids, but all these kids that whine in the game now. Oh my gosh, you mean I have to grind this reputation to get flying? I can't believe I have to wait weeks to get Pathfinder 2 done. Yeah, so I can't imagine they're going to last very long in Classic because I know that just the simplest things are, hours and hours of grinding. So, I don't know. Either they'll learn to put up with it or they'll have to go play something else. It's 1:40 a.m. here, so I'll take myself to bed. Happy gaming, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, Mr. Shannonite. I hope to catch you soon. Yeah, I guess it is 1:40 there. Or 1:42. I'll try. I'll do my best to be good. At least until you return. Oh, I've never seen servers fill up so fast. Oh, yeah, what was I? I swear I was reading something where they were talking about only 2,500 people were they allowing per server. Now, obviously, you can have 50 characters per person, so that's 50 times 2,500. But I know they didn't want to make too many servers and have the same problem that you know they have now in World of Warcraft, where they have all these servers and they had to group. And some of them, there's like 7 servers all hooked together. So you see somebody's name and what server are they on, and it's listed all the way down. There's like 7 of them hooked together because they knew there would be a huge influx at the beginning, and then it was gonna, even after the first month, there's going to be some sort of die down. Um, there won't be as many people playing it. That'll weed out all of the whiners, probably. That, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to actually, kill boars for 5 hours to get a level. Yeah, probably. Nope, but if you pick it, I'll go make one right now. You just tell me which one you get on, and I'll go make one right now. I'm not particular. So I'll pull it back up. You can tell me what server you get a character made on, and I'll go make one on that server. I have to be honest, I wanted to go get the actual name WhiteTiger. I've never been able to have it because it's always taken. Oh, I love it. You mean we have to level up each one of our armor and fighting skills individually? Yep. Did you make a character on a server? Oh yeah, I'm sure you got to do all the different weapon. You got to do all the different weapon. Like if you're using axe, you got to do. You have to go and level up that axe, your axe proficiency. I remember all that. I remember doing all that stuff in Burning Crusade. And yeah, you're gonna have to carry arrows for your bows or your bullets for your guns, and no bag space. Yeah. Okay, so I'm go try these servers and see if you can get in one of them. I'm not picky about servers. Okay, so I don't want Thunder Fury because, people are going to spam chat with that. Uh, Old Blanchy. Let's see if we can get in Old Blanchy. We're making Horde, right? Bare knuckle. Right, yep. You had to do that way. If your weapon broke, you could still fight, right? Uh yeah, on the dummies. I like that name too. Okay. Okay. So I can be uh an orc, a tauren, or a troll. Or an undead. Uh Maybe I'll do a female orc Ooh. Um. uh, Well, yeah, you're right about that. I was looking at old Blanche and Deviant Delight thinking, so we have a mule or nasty fish dish. That's true. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll try an orc warlock. That'll be nice and hard to do. Okay, I want an orc that's actually green and not one that looks like an old hag. Oh man, we have so few. I know, right? Oh my god, this hair is terrible. That looks like banshee hair. It should not be for an orc. How about bald? Bald, that's no, because then I can't pick a color. How about a ponytail? Okay. Let's go purple. Piercings. No piercings. That's good. Boy, these faces are horrific. Of course, the name is unavailable. WhiteTiger. I can do an X on either side, maybe. Accept. That name contains mature language. Are you kidding me? Two X's is mature language? What the hell? Oh. Oh, but my jelly name was available. Oh, I could do a hunter and add a pet. Oh, tough. I'll go rogue and we'll have a lockpick too. Oh, yeah, I thought about a rogue, but God, I don't know. I don't have a clue as to how to play a rogue in Classic. I'm terrible in retail on a rogue. I got in, though. I have a level 1 female orc warlock that uh, looks horrendous, but seriously, this is Classic. Half the name's hit. But there wasn't 3 X's. It was X WhiteTiger X. What the hell? That's crazy. My account has logged in somewhere else. Is that what everybody's having to stare at? Evidently. If this comes as a surprise, who logged into my account? They shouldn't be classic and regular. Yeah, I guess they are tied. Because it's my account one. Yeah, I guess so. No, do not. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, I'm bound and determined to get through an instance today. Rogues are hard. I have a 110 dwarf rogue. So I have to be honest. So I really, when they changed the rogues to where they changed the name of the one spec to Outlaw, and they were like redoing from the last expansion to this one. I thought, oh, that's going to be really cool, and blah blah blah, and it's cool, but I haven't exactly figured it out yet. Okay, you're right about the faces; those are creepy. I know. I made what did I make on the other servers? I made a something a hunter. I don't remember what. I don't know why this did that. What the hell? Cancel. Uh, it wasn't as cool as we expected it to be. Oh, it's going to be cool. It's going to be a serious grind and all kinds of cool. And you know what's going to be the most fun is watching all the BS that's in chat. See, that's why I put my uh, webcam over chat because, you know, you kind of can't control what people say even though they're not supposed to have foul language. Yes. Are you after a treat? Maybe that's what you want. Would you like a treat? What do we got? Welcome to the chicken powered dog treats from BarkBox. I'll show everybody. Good boy. Where's the other one? Oh, sit. Good boy. One goes off and plays with it. The other one sits here and chews it until it's gone and hopes that you give him another one. LMAO, troll, your choices are surprised, constipated, or ticked off. Yeah, I kind of feel like most of them are looking kind of constipated regardless of what you choose. I don't know. My orc is pretty ugly. But now I'm wondering if I'm going to have to... what I'm going to have to do to get that window, that game window, into my stream. I guess I'm going to have to add another game capture. Because I think it's only looking for World of Warcraft, and that's, I'm sure, a separate execute file. Hi, baby. Well, you come here. I don't have a lap for you to sit on because I don't have my new desk. I'm going to order it this weekend. And hopefully, it won't take terribly long to get here. Because then you'll have a wonderful setup with me. You can either sit next to me or with my feet or whatever. Okay? LMAO, I went with constipated and named her Gotta Go. I thought you were trying to reserve your old names. Did you forget about that? Although, one of the things I did see, my layout, my UI layout, evidently they've updated it for Classic. This particular version or edit of ElvUI, they updated it for Classic, so that will be awesome. It wasn't available and her face named her. Oh, well, sometimes that just happens. And there's no name changes, so you got to stick with it unless somebody reports you. Oh my gosh. They still didn't fix this? I reported this bug over a week ago. There are a lot of Eddings fans playing WoW. What are Eddings fans? It's really quite perfect, Elva. Yeah, right? What are Eddings fans? Sometimes I can't tell if the sounds are coming from my house or the game. Dave Eddings is a fantasy author. Was. Oh. Yeah, I don't read fantasy books. I mean, I read false books like I read Stephen King. I love Stephen King, but I don't read the fantasy type books. My husband liked them. He doesn't really read too much, but the only books I ever bought him were fantasy or Interview with a Vampire books. Okay, where are we going? Because I already did. Una Dasta Shop Anger. Oh! I didn't even do Nalick on this. Well, let's go over there. Let's go take the flight path over there. I think I can do it, and I'll at least get enough of the way through it to have a shot at a couple of mounts. We have 4 people watching and only 1 person talking. That's interesting. Guess we have a few lurkers. Although I guess I could chalk one of them could be my husband. I like sci-fi and fantasy. Dave Eddings was one of the more moral sci-fi authors. They're books you can read with your kids. Gotcha. Um, yeah, I can't say I'm huge into that genre of stuff, which is kind of funny because I play a fantasy role-playing game. But um, I like classic books. I like obviously Stephen King, um, Dean Koontz. Um, I like I like autobiographies. I like a bunch of different stuff, but fantasy and sci-fi, I'm not really big on reading. I believe if I don't think my kids should read something, I probably won't be reading it either. Kind of people. Yeah, I can understand that. Um, I I don't know. I always like to read to expand my vocabulary besides the story aspect of it. I love reading Stephen King, and my favorite time to read Stephen King, well, of course, before I had kids, was Home Alone, Dark Outside, like spook the heck out of yourself. Me too. I read a lot of weird stuff, a lot of 17th and 18th century authors. Oh, that's cool. I can't say I've I can't say I've ever read it. Like, I don't know that I've ever read an absolutely terrible book. And any book that I start, I will finish. There's just, it's like some things I'm not that interested in. But sci-fi, well, my husband, is big into sci-fi, and you know, he likes all those science fiction shows. And some of them that I've watched with him, like Stargate. Stargate's fine. I didn't necessarily follow, or interested in everything. What? I don't. What are you trying to tell me? I wish I knew. Hmm? You're trying to tell me something. What are you trying to tell me? Is there something going on? Do you need food or water or something? Let me see. Okay, hang on. Hang on. We'll see if we can get Troy to look since I can't really. It'd be kind of rude to get up and go do that. Let's see if he'll respond. Oh, shoot. I like Dean Koontz. Yeah, you know, I think what got me into him was somebody somebody that I either went to school with or something. They couldn't read Stephen. I mean, Stephen King kind of. When I first started reading him, I was young, and I used to have to sit there with a dictionary and look up all these words he was using. And of course, I loved it, but a lot of people don't want to sit there and read a book and do that, and then have to read the book through again because now you understand what all the words mean. Um, but I didn't mind doing that. But they had said something to me about Dean Koontz, and I was like, oh well, I've read all the Stephen King books I have. Let me try one of those. So I did, and not the same caliber, um, but I do like him. He's a good writer. He's on the same kind of spectrum. I was a big Star Trek fan. Everyone tried to tell me I couldn't be a Star Wars and Star Trek fan. Like anyone can tell me what to do. LOL. Why can't you be a fan of both? Um, that's that's crazy. Yeah, you can be a fan of both. It does seem like a lot of people pick a side, but I don't know why. They're like totally different things going on there. My husband got me into Lawrence Sanders and Great Detective books. I don't know who that is. And I can't say that I've read too many detective books. I read like the Nancy Drew mystery stuff, but I can't say I've read a bunch of that. I haven't been able to read a lot since, other than short stuff like articles and like research type stuff, uh, because I just too much noise. If I could sit there and read in quiet, that's what I like best. So I guess eventually it'll get that way again, and then I'll be able to start reading more again. Right? I love both. I used to say I was going to live on the moon. It's not so people-y there. No. But don't you remember the moon being made out of cheese? If somebody gets too hungry, that would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? I used to remember there was some period in time I some it sounded like somebody was knocking on the window. That's why I was looking. Don't like mess with because I got that light blocked out and it's not the most sturdy endeavor going on. So you're trying to get the food, aren't you? Okay. That's why I was going to live there. I love cheese. Oh yeah. I don't even know how long I thought that about the moon too. But I just remember thinking, wow, oh my gosh, that would be so great because that's got to be like one huge piece of cheese. You could. eat forever on that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what made me even think that. I think I believed it until I met my first astronaut. LOL. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met an astronaut, so I don't think that. I wonder if it wasn't like a Bugs Bunny cartoon or something. Seems like maybe it would have been. Because, Saturday morning cartoons taught you everything. Porky Pig. Yeah, I don't, I am trying to think. It seems to me it, the more I think about it, it was some cartoon, but I don't know. I remember Porky Pig eating Moon. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. That's entirely possible. I remember 1.2 like wondering um, if all, if all cartoon pigs had to talk like him, with his little stutter going on. It was black and white. Yeah, there was certainly some of them that were. I, I do remember whatever the moon thing was being in black and white. And it could have been Porky Pig. I have no clue. We had so many good cartoons though when we were growing up. Oh my goodness. Now they come up with cartoons like SpongeBob, and then places put out PSA announcements. Don't let your kids watch too much SpongeBob because it might actually kill their brain cells. I kept waiting for the animals to talk. I couldn't whistle, so I just knew one day my magical whistle would summon the birds. When it came in, oh, LOL, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, I wondered after seeing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like why the animals weren't as nice to me as they were to her. Like why weren't the birds all fluttering around you and stuff, and like, seriously. That's what happens when you raise your kids at Disney. They actually believe animals can talk, do chores, and mice drive coaches. Yeah, I don't think you have to live at Disney for that to happen, or be around Disney. I think that naturally, we got very wooed by the cartoons that we watched. Just like I can remember Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. And I have to be honest, I never wanted the Roadrunner to win. I always rooted for Wile E. Coyote. LOL, I've always had a way with animals, but I've never been able to whistle the birds to me. Right? Yeah, I've been able to whistle and they like chirp at you, but like they don't come and land on your hand and on your shoulders and ooh doo doo doo. Right? I know. It's crazy. However, however, the diamond mine in Snow White, that would have been awesome. Make your fortune right off the bat there. I always root for the underdog. When we go to the rodeo, I root for the bulls. I root for the clowns at the rodeo. I I hate to see, like, I don't want the clowns to get hurt. I mean, they kind of got a rough job. Yeah, I've been to Crater of Diamonds. They don't really look like that. I know, but wouldn't that be great? Yeah, my husband wants to go to Diamond Crater. We'll probably go in the. I can imagine we might go in the next few years. I'm interested to see where my son ends up stationed. Actually, I actually do root for Clown. He's been with the rodeo forever, but they aren't the creepy clowns. You know what? I don't have any problems with clowns, but one of my really good friends, yeah, she can't do clowns. I don't know. Go in early spring or fall. Summer's way too hot. Okay. That's the one down in Arkansas, right? Could you... Oh, 28 seconds. We don't have too much longer for this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I don't think it would be a terrible drive for us because, I mean, we're right above Arkansas. I just, I've been trying to avoid as many long trips as I can lately with my vehicle because I just need it to last till December when I go and get a new one. Well, I'm not getting a brand new one, but I'm definitely getting a newer one. And then, I, won't have to be quite as concerned. We went when we lived there. It's a beautiful drive, but watch out for the deer. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna. The plan is we're gonna get a Jeep Wrangler or Rubicon or something of that type. And right now I have a Ford Explorer, and when I bought it, it came with deer whistles on it. I will never have another SUV that doesn't have deer whistles on it. So when we get the Jeep, we will put deer whistles on it because I don't know if I got. I don't think I got a hit in on it. I didn't get a hit in on that. How in the hell did that happen? Oh, now I gotta wait another 15 minutes. Maybe I'm not gonna get an instance done today. This is ridiculous. We are in that boat too. We have to get a new one, so I have a motorized chair to lift me. I'll be able to walk, but the doctor won't want me jumping up in a truck, right? Well, I've had my vehicle now for 15, close to 15 years anyway, and it's 20 years old. So, um, it's creeping up on 300,000 miles, and my daughter wants to drive it. So, she wants to have it for her first car. So, uh, I mean, it's the motor's still in good shape and everything. There's a few things, that I've been dealing with for a while that are a pain in the butt, and it's something my husband, you know, will have to investigate and fix. Because I think one of them is an electrical issue, but um, he should be able to fix those minor things, and then my daughter will have a halfway decent vehicle to drive for a little bit. Hey Maria, how are you? Have you been lurking for a while off and on? Did your husband get a eyeglass kit? Oh, we're doing sign language evidently. Waving with our hand, doing a thumbs up. No, just got on. Oh, okay. it keeps fluctuating. That's why I had Mr. Shannonite was in here and we had 5 people and then it went to 4 and then it went to 3 and now it went to 4. I'm just trying to figure out who the lurkers are. Ours would be great in shape if we didn't have to deal with all the Houston potholes. Well, we have a pretty good amount of potholes here. So, uh, plus, we've done some four-wheeling with it, and I love it. I love it. I wish it was, you know, in better shape, but I figure after 15 years I deserve a new vehicle. No, he's gonna buy one. He needs to. Oh, okay, okay. They sell little computer things that have little computer case of these little bitty screwdrivers. That's really for doing that kind of stuff. Just saying. My husband has a set of them. Salt and ice too. Cars take a beating here. Yeah, yeah. Well, and what's bad is not the salt actually. It because they use that brine solution now. And what's really bad is if you get behind or anywhere close to one of those brine spewing trucks, like it's toast. And I'll pass that along. He just left. Oh, okay. It's a better investment because you'll end up tearing up the eyeglass screwdrivers, but they like there's all different sizes of um, little bitty heads on those screwdrivers, and that's what my husband uses for like everything. Oh no. What did your son do to his DS3 anyway? That he needs a screwdriver, or does he need batteries? Well, surely you don't need a screwdriver to put the batteries in. Like there's no picture or anything? Like it's dead, huh? It's probably a wire loose or something. I hope it's just a wire loose or something. Nope. Right. Yeah, that delay will kill you trying to get answers for questions. Well, at least tomorrow's Friday. That's all I got to say. I am definitely looking forward to this weekend. And I really hate that I missed that kill. I know. And according to the people who keep track of what time we got off last year, we got off last year at 3:30, so hopefully we get off this year at 3:30 tomorrow. That would be really nice. I come home. Maybe I'll take the kids out to dinner. Then I come back, chill, maybe stream some more gameplay. Yeah, 3:30 would be great, wouldn't it? I don't know. My evenings are just flying by. I get on here, after I eat, I stream a little bit, I talk to some people, and it seems like the whole evening just goes just like that. All those choices, how do you decide where to go? Oh, what choices? How do we decide what? Okay, Mrs. Roger Rabbit, you'll have to tell me what your question is about because I think I'm lost. I would have to spend a few weeks so I could get everywhere I want to. Restaurants. Oh. So, uh, there's some standard places that we like. Like, I don't eat meat on Fridays, so we have to go somewhere where I can get something that's not meat. So, if my son's in the mood, he'd probably say Red Lobster. Uh, or there's this other seafood place he's been wanting to go, but I'm surely not going to go without my husband, and he'll be at work. So, yeah, it just depends. Oh, Maria, if you're still there, are you still there? Or did you bow out again? Somebody else bowed out. I don't know, but there's if your daughter ever goes to okay, if your daughter ever goes to Life Teen to try it out with my daughter, um, there is a newer place on Hampton that I think it's where Del Pietro's was. It's called Salt and Smoke or something like that. It's pretty good. We could go hang out there and have a drink. Have you ever been to Hodak's? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hodak's has really good food. Yeah, that's the best place to go to get your free birthday meal. Because they give you a free meal for your birthday if you go on your birthday. And then we found out because my husband's birthday's on a holiday that they're closed, which is New Year's Day. Um, he can go like the day before or the day after, and they'll give him his free meal. $10. Holy cow. What a waste. Somebody's timer says it's 10 minutes for him to come back. We used to hang out at Grant's farm on the weekends, finding out that the Dents or my kin had me cracking up. I spent a lot of time there over those years. You know, when I was really little, we hung out at Grant's farm sometimes, but honest to goodness, the zoo. If we need someplace to go hang out, the zoo. Although we're having my son's party at Tower Grove Park. I haven't been there in a while. But I did have my senior pictures done there. We took the kids, they could run and we could sample beer. Yeah, that's true. Nothing wrong with sampling beer. Although it's pretty like they don't you can only get like 2 samples now or something. It's since they since the basically the InBev bought Anheuser-Busch. Of course they say they merged, but all that kind of stuff got changed. Yeah, I think you can only get 2 or 3 samples of the beer now for free. I think you can buy some, but I spent 3 years there at Maria G. We lived in Soulard. Yeah, I thought I told you that, Maria. You forgot. Oh, there he is. I got him that time. Holy cow. Thank goodness it wasn't 10 minutes. Somebody's timer was off. Of course, I didn't get anything. We had a group we used to go with. We always had designated drivers and children minders, and then some of us would have a few too many LOL. Yeah, there was a lot of people that used to do that. But unfortunately, it seems like most good things eventually either go away or get constrained. Of course, 3 of those little cups had me giddy. I don't know, maybe I forgot. It's alright, Maria. I'm just giving you trouble. I think I need to message Lisa tomorrow and see if she's gonna go live on Saturday, because I'm thinking Saturday is her one day, her 24 hours off between her 2 12-hour days. And if she is, I kind of want to know what time she thinks she might do it, because I don't want to be competing with her testing, my stuff. Hubby and I spent a lot of our alone time at the botanical garden. We spent quite a bit of time at the zoo too. The silverback tugged at my heart. I love the zoo, and I love the botanical gardens. Um, although now it's only like they've restricted the free time for the uh, city residents. You have to go before a certain time, or I think you have to go before 9 o'clock on Saturdays or something. I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal. You can absolutely do it. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, they changed that a few years back. So my mom and my sister go like quite often on Saturdays, and they'll go walk. And my sister actually takes pictures for the botanical garden. One of her many talents. Oh, that's crazy. We love just wandering around. I keep jumping off and on. I know, Maria. You're like a jack in the box, popping out, going back in. It's fine. I'm not going to be upset. I've had no trolls in here tonight, or if they have been in here, they're just lurking. So it's all good. Your both of your brothers are texting you? You must be extra popular tonight. So Mrs. Roger Rabbit, you should watch how I do these wins. So on this side, you should, if you stay close to this line right here on the far left, like, uh, that's the easiest way to do it on this side. You just have to stay out of the blue circles, because those guys push you off. So then over here, the wind's pushing at you. You just gotta run against it. Like I can cheetah and push against it. You just stay on the left side. But when we were doing this raid at level, there was only a couple of us that could do the wins, and unfortunately, when you're trying to do this when it first comes out, you need more than 2, 3, 4 people to get past there. Right. So you just have to know which way the winds are blowing. So once you kind of memorize how it works, and you just stay on that little thin line on the left, it's pretty easy. The only thing you have to worry about in the first part is the two blue beamed people. It kind of changes up. So sometimes, like, this one will be close, but sometimes it won't be. It'll be kind of more on the other side. It's one of my little tips and tricks things that I think I should, you know, include in my little video I might do. Yes, we're planning a family trip for next year. I thought you were planning a family trip. Oh, you mean like the huge family. I was like, you just were talking about a vacation with your husband. Well, can you stow me away in your suitcase? Because I'd like a vacation. I'd like my own vacation. That would be nice. But next year, I'm sure I'll have to take off again the week that my husband and daughter go to Swift so I can take care of the dogs. Although, this last time I didn't make my husband come home at all, and usually I make him come home for at least one night. I might do that next year. Yeah, I looked for a working tip to get across that and didn't find one, so that would be a great video to make. Those winds are pain. Yeah, I was thinking that if I can, of course, this all is dependent on me figuring out how to do the video editing properly, which I'm sure I'll be able to because that's, what my sister went to school for. So I've already warned her she may have to help me. Um, but I, kind of do like maybe top 10 or, 10 tips and tricks or something. Because there wouldn't be enough video for like one. I'm not going to do a 2-minute video. That's ridiculous. But,
they only make me stronger. Now we show them the true power of the
like, the other thing I know that people don't know, like, going through here to get to that snake boss, like the 3 bells that you have to kill, the 3, like, green outlined Mogu pandas. Have to get through the back surgery before we can plan our trip. We have to see how much PT I'm going to need. Yeah.
The Thunderlord cannot be stopped.
I don't know. I'm hoping that we can get some good camping and fishing in next year. I don't know where this summer went. It didn't seem like we had very good weather for very long. Okay, Maria, I'm going to count on you to save me a space in your luggage. I'll have to figure out how I can get the time off work. Well, maybe you as my marketing genius, will figure out how to, get this thing to go viral. Then I won't have to stay there. My dad requested it for his 80th. Yeah, I don't blame him. But you know that also means you have to spend a week with your mom too, right? Because she'll be there. Guess there'll be a lot of Italian flying.
Shen, let us prove to you the might of the Zandalari. We will crush these intruders where they stand. We will
Li
never
Shen, ah, we are coming to get you. Wish they weren't on the same pat timer. Boy, that took a long time for that thumbs up. Oh my goodness gracious, what is going on in there? Oh, my daughter should be home soon. Let's see if I can pop all this. Kill him.
I return to the Empire. Out the way! For the Thunder King.
Really? Let's see if I... Girls trip, shoot. We'd have a blast. Yeah, we are going to have a girls trip. Remember, we're going to go to Santa Claus Town.
Good fortune to our friends.
Have to figure out when we're going to do that, though, because I'm not going if it's really, really cold and we have to be outside. We'll have to go when it's not terribly cold.
You have swept the filth from my doorstep.
What is going on here?
But your trespass ends here.
It's really weird.
To my forbidden stronghold. I shall rebuild this bridge with your full footprint.
No, it was really humid today. Let me see what I haven't looked to see what the, is that right? I know, you just get up right up in my ear and tell me all about it, don't you? What is going on? It's 82. This says it's 82 right now with 60% humidity. The high was 88. Let's see what the... What? What's going on? Samantha will be home in like 3 minutes or she's in trouble. Where's the 7-day forecast? Tomorrow 81 for the high and 69 for the low. Scattered rain and storms. Oh, and Saturday, a few storms. I guess that's okay because my husband thinks he's going to work. 82 with a low of 68. 83 with a low of 69 on Sunday. 87 with a low of 69 on Monday. And then we're up to 91 next week. Tuesday and Wednesday, 89, and Thursday, 89. So I wouldn't say it's exactly cool yet. It's 93 here. You're in Texas, right? 60% humidity here, though, is low. Majority of the time it's over 60. So I'm surprised it's that low considering we were supposed to have a line of what'd they say? Some kind of line of storms come through sometime today, but I haven't seen them. Probably will wait till I fall asleep and then I'll hear it. But I don't think I'll care as much because tomorrow's Friday and we should be getting off early. So I'll survive one way or another. Wow, that was a quick kill. If I could get to Chiji, I'd be happy because that's the last mount opportunity in here. Well, I already have the Horde mount. What? I don't know what is going on with you. Is Troy hiding or something and you're upset? What can I do for you, huh? I heard you got to spend a good chunk of time outside too today because it was nice. Must be something going on outside. We have a neighbor that's moving. Guess we chased him away. No. I'm surprised they're moving though because they've been here since I was young. We didn't have a lot of rain today. Tomorrow is supposed to be about the same. I might actually wear shorts. I have to be honest, I haven't been outside in the heat enough that I wore shorts. Usually I wear shorts when we go fishing. If I don't have to go into any kind of tall grass or woods or anything, but I don't know, this summer. It seemed like every time was trying to plan to go fishing or something, like rain, rain, storms, rain. It was flooding. We had the whole period of flooding. And my house was under threat for quite some time. Oh, you made it a minute late.
I got here in the door before time.
And you're panting. That means you waited too long.
No, I didn't wait. My alarm didn't go off.
Okay. Well,
See,
your alarm not going off?
I have my sound on.
So when you're working for a living like me, if I called my boss tomorrow morning and said, "Hey man, sorry, my alarm didn't go off."
But look, my sound's on.
You know I'm live, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Look, my sound's on and everything.
Have you rebooted your phone lately?
Yes, I just keep rebooting my phone, but my phone's too old for this generation.
Well, it's going to have to last you a while because you're not due for an upgrade yet. Lord knows your father's not going to let you upgrade your phone before he does. I had to find some cute compression socks. LOL, I have a problem with wearing shorts with knee high, so I decided to find some ridiculous socks. Oh yeah, that sounds like fun. Uh, Fun socks are always, Heck, my daughter, she was very little and she first started dressing herself. She never would put matching socks on. She always put two socks that had nothing to do with each other on. And sometimes even like a really short sock and then a tall sock. snakeheads are ready. Do I take the water? I'll take the water. That's a nice view. They wanted me to wear tights. Can you imagine wearing tights in summer? Yeah, me either. LOL. I reminded them that I wasn't flying in. I actually live here too. Right. Yeah. No, I can't imagine wearing tights. However, my daughter, she will wear leggings if she's not too hot. However, she's pretty much a furnace, so she's usually hot quite often. I take it you could hear my daughter when she came in. I wear leggings most days. I'll take a blanket with me for when I'm in AC. Oh my god, it is so cold in our office. I don't even. It's so cold in our office during the summertime. And then it's often so cold in our office during the wintertime. But sometimes it's really hot during the wintertime. It just depends. And it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, LOL reminded me of when my daughter was young and mouthy. Yep, my daughter's definitely young and mouthy. That's why I wanted her to realize that I was on Alive, because even though I was on Alive when she left, like, I didn't want her to act all kind of fool. Because then I would have, you know, proof for the rest of her life. Of course, they kind of put that all over their social media too, so I guess they don't really care about that. But I remember when this fight used to feel like it took like an hour to do. And now it doesn't even hurt me. I have the police reports. Oh, well. Yeah. I'm going to be nice to my daughter and I'm going to refrain from commenting on that in her respect. Because I'm hoping we're past some of that stupidity. I see people saying how they wish their kids were that age again. I barely survived her teen years the first time. Why do I want to do right? I'm telling you, when she was like a year and a half, I don't think she was two. She she decided it was a lot of fun when my husband would put her down for a nap while I was at work, that she would get into her poopy diaper and make a complete mess of it. I'd come home from work. My husband would be like asleep in his chair or watching TV, so I would know she was, in her bed, in her toddler bed, taking a nap. My son, would either be taking a nap or watching TV or whatever. And so I'd go up to check on her, and she would have it smeared all throughout her bed, on her sheets, all in her hair, all over her, like she bathed like it was soap or something. And I didn't think that my marriage nor my daughter was going to survive that, because my husband, of all things, completely was losing his temper about it. I wouldn't want to relive any of my daughter's growing up years thus far, I have to say. I'm happy we've made it to the age that she is, and that we're all in one piece, but I don't think that I would want to redo any of it. But I kind of look at it like it's just another challenge in life, and all the traits that make her extremely challenging right now are traits that will be good for her to have as an adult. So hopefully it all works out that way. Oh, no, no belt. I mean, no mount. But what did I get? Oh, those gloves aren't any big thing. My granddaughter did that. It's one of the reasons my daughter asked her grandmothers to take her. She was not capable of taking care of her needs at 20 years old. Yeah. I was 31 when I had my daughter. There's 4.5 years between her and my son. I'm kind of glad there's that gap, because he was extremely helpful, even at his age, with her. I never saw that as an option. She was a handful, but she was my handful. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the diaper poo incidents. I was at my wits' end, and I went to my mom and I said, "Look, I can't figure out how to outsmart her on this one. I don't know what it is we need to do. I feel like we need to lock her in an outfit that she can't get to her diaper in, but I don't have anything like that. I don't know what I need to look for." I said, I come home, I find her like this, and Donald, he just yells at me. He yells at me because I'm the one taking her to the bath and running like 5 different baths to get her cleaned up while he cleans the bed. But I'm like one job is better than the other? I don't think so. So between her and I, we put our heads together when we finally um, figured out what we needed to do, and I ended up buying this like knitted long sleeve, long legs onesie kind of outfit, and it buttoned in the crotch. And I thought, well, she doesn't know how to do buttons yet, so that should work. Of course, it only took one time for her to figure out the buttons. So I took the outfit over to my mom's house because I don't sew, and I said, "Can you sew these buttonholes closed?" So she did that, and I made her wear that thing every time she took a nap until it became very raggedy, and I knew she probably was done with that. She lived here when she was doing it. That's exactly what I told my daughter to do. I told her to put her in a footless sleeper so she could put it on backwards. Yeah, well, I had tried various outfits, and she would like work her arm up the leg or whatever. She got to the point at one point, one of the outfits I tried, where she couldn't reach into the diaper, so she just started pulling parts of the diaper apart until she had the whole like diaper shredded in pieces. it was like she pulled all of the cotton, whatever it is, on the inside of uh, the diapers. She had it all pulled out and then got into the poo. And I was like, oh my Lord. Well, it is almost 9 o'clock, so that means it is time for me to go to bed because I do have to go to work tomorrow. And thank you for keeping me company. And we'll have to start on our classic characters sometime in the near future. I'm interested to see how that is. I'll probably be on at some point, at least a little bit tomorrow evening, unless something happens and I don't feel well. Oh my goodness. You trying to say bye to everybody? Okay. All right. Yes, I have 1 o'clock. I have a 1 o'clock tomorrow. I have a 1 o'clock appointment. Oh, okay. Well, have a good night. Take care, and hopefully I will catch you next time. Ooh. Good night.